That night started like any other Thursday. I was in the kitchen, sleeves rolled up, stirring spaghetti sauce, while our 6-year-old daughter, Mia, colored at the table. Sarah came in from work later than usual. Her hair was messier than normal, cheeks flushed from rushing. She planted a quick kiss on top of Mia's head, then mine distracted. Something felt off, but I ignored it. We'd been married 9 years. I wanted to trust my gut would quiet itself. Then the doorbell rang. I opened it and saw my boss, Victor Lang, standing there in his $5,000 coat, snow melting on the shoulders. Behind him was his 24-year-old son, Tristan, tall and smug, wearing the half-smile he always uses at the office when he knows something you don't. "Ryan," Victor said, his voice smooth as whiskey. "May we come in?" Family matter. Family matter. My stomach sank. I stepped aside. Sarah appeared in the hallway, drying her hands on a dish towel. The moment she saw Tristan, the towel slipped from her fingers and hit the floor like a gunshot. Victor didn't waste time. He looked straight at me, smiling like a shark. "Ryan, you've been loyal for 8 years. I respect that. That's why I'm here to tell you this personally." He paused, letting the silence stretch. "Your wife will be moving in with my son next week. The paperwork is already underway." I heard the words, but they felt muffled, like someone speaking underwater. I turned to Sarah. Her face had gone pale, lips trembling, eyes already filling. "Tell me he's joking." I managed, my voice cracking. She couldn't meet my eyes. She stared at the floor, then Tristan, then finally forced her gaze on me. "Ryan, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry." The word every betrayed spouse knows is the thinnest bandage in the world. Victor clapped Tristan on the shoulder. "My boy deserves the best. And after everything Sarah has contributed these past months, we've decided she belongs with us now. The house in Aspen is ready. Mia can visit on weekends. We're civilized people." Hearing my daughter's name come from his mouth made my blood boil. I stepped forward. "Get out of my house." Victor raised an eyebrow. "Careful, Ryan. You still have a mortgage and a performance review coming up." That's when the room shrank to a single point of red. I felt every heartbeat in my teeth. I looked at Sarah, the woman I'd carried over the threshold, who cried with me when we lost our first pregnancy, who promised before God and everyone that it would always be us. And I laughed, a short, broken laugh that even startled me. "You know what, Victor?" I said, surprisingly calm. "Keep her." Sarah flinched like I'd hit her. I didn't stop. Keep the lying, the sneaking around, the fake smiles at company parties while your son groped her under the table. Keep the woman who looked me in the eye every night for 7 months and said she was working late. Keep her, because I just realized I don't want any part of the person she became the moment she chose this. Tristan smirked. "You'll be crying when you're living in a studio apartment, buddy." I turned to him slowly. "Tristan, the day your daddy's money runs out, and it will, because you've never worked a real day in your life, you'll wake up next to a woman who already proved she'll trade up the second a shinier offer comes along. Good luck with that." Victor's smile thinned. "You're making a mistake." "No," I said, stepping closer until we were inches apart. "The mistake was thinking I'd roll over while you humiliated me in my own hallway." I turned to Sarah. "Pack whatever you brought. You have 10 minutes before I change the locks." That's when she broke down, sobbing ugly, choking sobs. "Ryan, please. I love you." "You don't get to say that anymore." I whispered. "You lost that right the first time you let him touch you." Down the hall, Mia stirred in her sleep. She appeared at the top of the stairs, clutching her stuffed giraffe. "Daddy, why is everyone yelling?" My heart shattered completely. I walked past them, climbed the stairs, and scooped her up. She buried her face in my neck, confused and scared. Sarah reached for us. "Mia, baby." I turned my back. You don't speak to her until a judge says so. Even then, supervised. Victor tried one last power play. "You'll be fired by Monday." I looked him dead in the eye. "Then I'll see you in court for wrongful termination, harassment, and whatever else my lawyer digs up about your little corporate culture. I've kept every email Every late meeting invite, every expense report Sarah signed when she was supposedly in accounting. Sleep tight. 10 minutes later, they left. Sarah was crying so hard Tristan had to half carry her to the car. Victor never looked back. The following months were hell. Divorce papers, custody battles. Nights spent on the bathroom floor so Mia wouldn't hear me cry. Friends vanished. Some sided with her because it was complicated. Some sided with me but stopped inviting me places because misery is contagious. But every morning, I made chocolate chip pancakes for my daughter. Every night, I read her the same 3 books until she fell asleep on my chest. Slowly, painfully, the house began to breathe again. 2 years later, Mia and I live in a smaller place, but the walls are covered in her artwork and photos of us laughing at the zoo, the beach, the dinosaur museum. I landed a better job, ironically, at Victor's biggest competitor. He tried to block me. The industry laughed at him. Last I heard, Sarah and Tristan lasted 8 months. She's alone now, sending me long emails I don't answer, asking if Mia can call her mommy again someday. Maybe, but only when my little girl decides. Betrayal cuts deeper than any knife. But staying, choosing your child, choosing your dignity, that's how you start to heal. If this story hit you like it hit me, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear they're not crazy for walking away. And if you're going through this now, DM me. You are not alone. Help me reach 5K. I read every comment. Let's keep talking about the things nobody wants to say out loud.